Hey guys, Maven here. Recently, there's been some drama involving The Undertaker and his wife, Michelle McCool. I wanted to let some time pass before I offered my perspective, partly because I had a hand in this mess, and also I view Taker and Michelle as friends. So here's the backstory.
Whoa, okay, so first off, guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. Were you aware about this Undertaker situation? Let me know in the comments, and let's see if we can hit our 1 like goal.
In 2023, The Undertaker started a very successful podcast independent of the WWE. It was called 6 Feet Under with Mark Calaway, and his co-host was a gentleman named Matt Lyda. Not only was Matt a co-host, but he was a driving force in the creation and the day-to-day survival of the podcast.
Nice.
In March of 2025, the podcast would abruptly halt. And a few months following that, it would be reborn under the WWE banner. Along with new branding and ownership, Matt Lyda would be out of the picture, replaced by Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool. Not only that, fans felt as though the vibe of the podcast had changed from an anything goes to more of a corporate, sanitized feel. But that's only part of the story.
I mean, look, I could see why people feel that Michelle McCool was not a good choice. I mean, she's not Sarah. Remember Sarah? But let's see where this goes with Maven.
Separate of the podcast was the fans' issues with Michelle McCool. McCool had been inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2025, which was somewhat of a controversial pick. Additionally, McCool would replace fan favorite Mickie James on WWE's reality show, LFG. This was also met with backlash from the fans, feeling that McCool's selection was a nepotism pick. In summary, those are the main reasons that The Undertaker and Michelle McCool find themselves in this drama. And adding fuel to the fire would be their responses when addressing the situation.
Well, Crested Saguaro 520, you know what he said?
No.
He said he truly believes that The Undertaker is a good guy at heart, but...
But here we go.
See, I knew Mark, Taker was going to be like, here we go, what's going on here? What is he going to say?
Oh.
But he gives his wife too much. I could never be married to a woman who wants to have control over everything, and furthermore, I would tell her no.
99.5% of the guys that I've ever been in a dressing room with or worked in a territory with, they're going to tell you that as much clout as I supposedly have, or even if I do, I never ever would have used it for that kind of crap. And it's absurd that people get on the internet and can use words like reliable sources and this and that.
I mean, see, this is where things start getting out of control. Things start getting misinterpreted. And overall, things just get misconstrued,
And everybody believes it.
A lot of people want to stay relevant that way, though.
Well, I think there's a lot of that, and then there's a lot of people on the internet that just think, well, I mean, that has to be what he's doing, because if I had that kind of juice, that's what I would do.
And that's the problem. Y'all are the problem.
Yeah, but again, my inner circle of people and the guys that I shared that dressing room with, and they know the truth, and as long as they know the truth, then
it's that saying, like, my silence can long outlast the lies.
I never got the impression that The Undertaker, that Mark Calaway ever used his fame or his clout or who he knew, for his own gain. I mean, whatever he did behind closed doors, but I've never publicly seen anything, but it doesn't mean it's never happened, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Anybody that doesn't believe any of that, they can all line up single file. I'll bend over and they can line up and kiss my ass. That's just the way it is.
Where do I come in all this?
Yeah, see, that's where Mark perhaps should not have said that.
This mess, well, in August of 2025, I would sit down with Matt Lyda, and he would share his story on why he was no longer on 6 Feet Under with Mark Calaway.
The last episode that we shot that day was me and Mark talking.
Yeah.
So we do that, we get done. I do what I always do. And how's everything going? How's the wife, kids, all that stuff? How's the home? And he goes, I really want to talk to you about some stuff. I was like, okay. I thought that he was about to tell me, I'm done.
You thought he was going to quit altogether?
Yeah.
Just too much?
I thought he was just going to be like, hey, man, LFG, everything else, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm too much on my plate. And he's like, hey, the podcast is going to be taken over by WWE and all. That's what, we're going to move in that direction.
So this was new?
It's kind of insane to know that the WWE was so impressed with 6 Feet Under that they were like, you know what? This is so good, we're going to put our name on it, And then Matt over here gets the shaft. That sucks for him.
News to you?
Yeah.
You had no clue?
No clue at that point. No, I was like, so I'm assuming that this is the end of my run on this. And he goes, yeah, unfortunately.
So, what's my response and feelings on all this? Well, first of... Hold that thought.
Who is it?
Hello? Good afternoon, sir. I wanted to ask you about your car's extended warranty.
Seriously? I'm in the middle of a video right now.
Totally fine. Here's my card.
Wait. You don't have a website?
No. Way too expensive. I wouldn't even know where to start.
You're in luck. This video sponsors Squarespace.
There it is. There it is. There's the plug. I was like, Maven's doing skits now, huh?
Makes it ridiculously easy. Squarespace
I'll help
is the
him out.
all-in-one platform to build a website, run your business, and get paid. Their Blueprint
paid.
AI basically builds a site for you. You tell it what to do, what you want it to look like, and it spits out a professional, personalized website in minutes. If you're running a business, Squarespace allows you to offer services right on your site.
There you
Scheduling
go.
invoices.
Look how happy
payments, all
Maven is.
this. Plus, if you
Look how engaged Maven is. Look. Watch his
what
face.
you want it to look like, and it spits out a professional, personalized
you
website
just gotta love the guy,
in
right?
minutes. If you're running a business,
Right here, you ready?
Squarespace allows you to
Right
offer services
now.
right on your site.
Yes,
Scheduling invoices,
eureka moment.
Payments all built in.
Oh,
Plus,
he's
if you
nailing
create
it.
Content, you can upload videos,
Oh,
organize
he nailed
them,
it.
and even put
Oh,
the
look at the
premium
puppy.
stuff behind a paywall.
If you guys are still watching, comment the puppy.
It's super clean, and everything stays in.
Thank you for still watching.
Wow, that's exactly what I need. Hey, you mind hooking me up? Man, you know I got you. Go to squarespace.com/Huffman for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code Huffman to save 10%
There you
your first
go.
purchase of a website or domain. I can't
Definitely go support Maven with Squarespace.
thank you enough, you devilishly handsome man. You're not so bad yourself, buddy. Thanks for bearing with me. My thoughts. Matt became sort of a punching bag for people. Matt was the heel, the bad guy of the show. Matt was the easy target to a Taker who everyone loved. And Matt played that role. He loved that role. And I think people didn't expect to miss him near as much as they did. Matt was a driving force to help keep that show rolling. And he was one of those things that you truly don't miss until it's gone. I
Right.
understand that they felt.
Yeah, see, that's a huge thing, is in life, when we find someone to be annoying or, I don't like that person. When they're no longer in our lives, sometimes you're like, oh, you know what? I kind of miss that person,
Matt got held back and left behind. That Taker decided to move on without him. But the truth of it is, none of us were sitting in production meetings. I don't know. Maybe he asked Can we bring Matt in? Can we have 3 people on the show? And maybe he was shot down. Honestly, none of us know. The replacement of Matt with Michelle McCool could have been a decision from the WWE, thinking the audience will easily carry over from one program to the other. Regardless of how it happened, it was a shitty situation all around. The one silver...
But you see, WWE is a lot of times, is nowadays especially, as much as they feel like they are connected and engaged with their audience and community, the WWE universe, as they say, you know, a lot of times they're not. And this was a bad call. Why didn't they just hire Matt Lyda? I don't understand.
Lining being that Matt actually got to see his creation and how much the fans appreciated the work he put in. As for the accusations of nepotism with Michelle McCool, truthfully, they're not out of line. It would be foolish to think that Taker didn't have a hand in her advancement, whether directly or indirectly. I am going to offer a bit of pushback, however. Claiming it's 100% nepotism undermines her talents and accomplishments within women's wrestling. Woo. Michelle helped bridge the gap from the...
Look, Michelle McCool, I was not watching when she was on. I think she was there, like 2008 or something, around that time. This is my era. The Trish Stratus era, right there. The Attitude Era. Just to mention. The Maven era
to where women's wrestling is today. The biggest disconnect comes in the response both Michelle and Undertaker had to the backlash. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to lecture you guys or tell you how to feel. Feel how you want. All I'm trying to do is offer what I think Taker and Michelle were thinking. And I don't think they were angry. I think they were hurt. Hurt that after 30 years in a business, he felt as though the fans turned on him overnight. To me, this was...
But you see, here's the thing. It can happen, and it does happen. You know? Nobody wants to hate on The Undertaker. In fact, he's probably one of the last ones that he does want to, you know, that people do want to hate on, you know? So, the fact is, he's going to take the heat, and he'll bounce back from it. He's the freaking Undertaker.
An emotional reaction, an impulse reaction.
I'm still an Undertaker fan. Are you? Let me know in the comments, and let's see if we can hit the 1 like goal.
From the dead man. After 30 years of giving everything, he might have felt like he had more goodwill built up with the fan base. Maybe. Not saying he didn't, just saying that might be how he views it. I in no way am accusing fans of mistreatment of any kind. I'm just saying this might have been what led to his response. Now, if you ask me, Maven, truthfully, which version of 6 Feet Under do you prefer? I have to say the original, and here's why. There are conversations, there's topics that I'm just not having with my significant other. There's topics I'm not going into. Not saying I'm trying to hide anything from her. I'm just more comfortable in different settings. But that's me. Hey guys, Future Maven here. Recently, the WWE launched a new YouTube channel specifically for The Undertaker and changed up the format of 6 Feet Under. This new format is a watch-along where Taker and his wife, Michelle McCool, break down his past matches.
I kind of like this, though. I definitely want to watch that. You know, with him doing the breakdowns. I love that. Do you? If you love The Undertaker, comment The Dead Man. Just so I know you're still watching.
Obviously, this doesn't fix all their issues, but I think it is a step in the right direction. And personally, I'm excited to see what they come up with. If you've been turned off by 6 Feet Under, I encourage you to give this new format a try. On a personal note, we're always tinkering with what we do, and some things work, others don't, but you never know until you try. As for Taker's legacy, I believe it's dinged, but not damaged. It's bloody, but not battered. What that man accomplished in his 30 years of destruction vastly outweighs this minor speed bump. And I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, but for what that man meant to my career, I am eternally grateful. The Undertaker has earned the right to have whatever podcast.
I mean, if anyone can really thank Undertaker for their career, it's Maven. From the, what was it, the 2002 Royal Rumble, where he drop kicked Undertaker out of the ring, and then they just went on that brawl through the arena, which was really more of a beatdown from the Undertaker. But that's a great one. If you've never seen it, look it up and watch it tonight or today.
He wants. Hell, if he wants to sit back in a Barca lounger and watch college football all day and not have a podcast at all, he's earned that right.
He has
and
earned
if he
that right.
wants to have his wife on the couch with him, talking over wrestling with him, meeting all the guests with him, well, guess what? He's earned that right too. Just like you and I have the decision to watch or not. You can agree or disagree with The Undertaker's takes. Just like you have the decision to click this video and watch The Undertaker break down the very first Hell in a Cell.
So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I think Maven gave a very good take on this. And if you would like to see more reactions, hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get 1 like on the video, 1 comment, and 1 subscriber. Till next time, keep watching that wrestling. We'll keep reacting. Take care, everybody. Peace.